meeting evaluation. By doing so, I will have each evaluator come up and have their report to their speakers, and also for every role who are taking care today and give a report on that too. So first of all, I would like to have an evaluator for our speaker number 1, which will be Alfredo Rivas.
Thank you. Area Governor Jose, you provide us today aspiration for Toastmasters. Number 1, you mentioned to follow the communication track. Number 2, the leadership track. And also you provide 3 planned actions from the game, which is a speech contest, leadership, and conference attendance. No doubt it was really relaxing as you role as area governor, because it's part of your training to be able to speak in public. However, there will be some comments for you improvement, since you are going to give the same speech from club to club, and you will see the audience will be different. A few things you need to think about when you use the word things very often. Substitute for something else. We hear many times the word things and things and things. There is some aspects in Toastmasters, especially for the audience who doesn't know anything about Toastmasters, which you need to explain. What does it mean DCP? What's it mean to be area governor? I will invite you to provide your own experience. You know, what you haven't done as an area governor. My name is Jose. I have been area governor for the last 6 months. I know what is success, what is failure. This is really important for audience, because leaders are transformed, and the aspiration for any leader is getting better. Part of your scheme for this talk was to provide some visuals. It will be easy to make a little chart so people will remember what is to be a successful, go beyond the club, go to the speech contest, take leadership roles, and attend conference. Simple. 1, 2, 3. I know this is the phrase in the space where you are here, you get paralyzed. Try to use the space, move around. I know you was holding your hand, move your hands. I am there, governor. Hey, come on, give me a applause to me, So be brave. This is the reason why leaders are making change. Remove you. Be naked. Public speaking, you need to be naked. Doesn't matter.
Not literally.
I'm talking about public speaking. One thing which I want to congratulate you, because we haven't seen your progress. And this is the reason why during the Toastmaster training, you start as an area governor in the shelf. And little by little, the shelf is removing. And after, you'll be able to go to the next 6 months to explain what is success. And I know anyone who has been area governor before, anyone who is area governor, or anyone who wants to be area governor, it's an easy job, but has a lot of difficulties, which you need to work with the aspiration to provide game plans. I congratulate you for your speech, and we wish giving you more speech for the club, and thank you very much.
So the second evaluation will be the speech that came from Jean. It surprised me that she's already finished her 7th project. Oh, third? Oh,
Third
wow.
speech, Project 7.
Yeah, I heard it's 7. Yeah, I mean, like, even though she joined the club a lot after me, but she's doing the 7 projects, still a mess. With that said, I would like to introduce her evaluator, which will be Team Haiti.
Thank you. Okay. Jan, very nice job. That was good. That was very well organized, and there was a lot of good common wisdom. I think a lot of people understand the problem with making New Year's resolutions. People tend to be too big, too broad, like, I'm going to cure cancer this year, and then, whoops, no I'm not. So I'm not going to do anything. Maybe you make smaller goals, they're more manageable. So when I looked at the manual and looked at your speech topic, I was thinking this might be one of those times when the person picked a speech that doesn't quite go with the topic in the book. I've noticed that a few times, because I was thinking, how do you really give a speech about New Year's resolutions that features research and looking things up and substantiating your opinion? But I was wrong. Your speech did that. You actually did do a lot of research for your speech. And a lot of the points that you made, you gave these points some kind of attribution. Like you said, according to a survey, a third of people make resolutions or don't keep the resolutions. My notes are not very good. You said 4,000 years ago, the Babylonians made a resolution to be nicer to somebody else, and they did that. And then something about using Google. And then later on, you said according to psychological studies, such and such and such. So I was wrong. My first impression was wrong. I was thinking, well, this is one of those times when the person will give a perfectly nice speech, but it won't be like anything like what it said in the book, right? But that I was wrong. You did what the goals of speech number 7 were. So that was kind of surprising, and it was good. One thing, for the way you did your speech is fine for where we are here among friends and Toastmasters. If you're doing a speech like this in a work context or in something that's more like a professional thing, you always have to tell a little bit more about where you got your information. See, you say according to survey. I know what my boss would say if I said that, you know. What survey? Who said that? What do you mean you Googled it? You know, that's not enough. Well, it's enough for the speech here. You did quite a nice job. You know, if you were to take this to the real world and you want to do a speech where you research and you back up your statements with facts that you've researched, you're always going to have to give just a little bit more. What study was that? Where did you learn about the Babylonians? You know, 4,000 years, that was a long time ago. Who did you trust? You know, you ever play that game Telephone? You know, think about 4,000 years. It's good to know where that came from. And the same thing, never say you Googled something. Now, that's okay for us, but I'm assuming that you're taking some of these Toastmasters concepts into the real world and doing this at work and another. And so, when it comes to substantiating your opinions and doing the research, you always have to give just a little bit more. It's according to a certain survey that was done by certain people at a certain time, and same with psychological studies, what psychologists, and when, and etc. Anyway, it was very good though. It was a very successful speech. I thought it was really well organized. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it did, in fact, use a lot of research. So, congratulations.
Yay!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's the little rituals.
Okay, thank you, team. So as a speaker, if I were one of them tonight, knowing how to improve the content by yourself, it's good, but not good enough. Everyone here wants to improve more and more about how much time we take, about the grammatical errors we have within the speech. So with that, I would like to have our other significant roles come up and have a report for everyone. First of all, I would like to have Kyle, who's our grammarian tonight. Kyle, please.
Alright, so tonight I didn't notice all that much. I think we all did quite well. First off, Jose, he had just a few minor things. He said, it also allow us. You would want to say it also allows us. He also said, those are one of the things. You'd want to say those are some of the things. And Jin, he said, He said 1/3 of American. You'd want to make it plural and say 1/3 of Americans. He also said for person to make promise. You'd want to say for people to make promises, or for a person to make a promise. You also said, why do people not keeping their resolutions? You'd say, you'd want to say, why do people not keep their resolutions? And you also said, there are some tips might help. You'd want to say, there are some tips that might help. Some tips that might help. And Alberto, he said 6 months. You'd want to say 6 months, plural. And he also said, I congratulate you for your speech. You'd want to say, I congratulate you on your speech. So that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next, I would like to have Anita, who's our Toastmaster tonight. Anita, please.
我觉得大家今天的普通话说的都不错，然后我很认真的听，但是我都没有做到什么。也许我觉得他们说的都是很好的，我只做到 Kathy 他说的几个，就好像他有说请君上来的时候，他说请君上来，那是请君上来。然后另外一个就是种下苹果，但是就是种苹果这样，就是这样。谢谢。
And next, I would like to have Sue Air, who is our outcounter tonight. Sue Air, please.
So, Jose, there is one you know. Sam, none. Kathy, 2 ums. Jin, 2 uhs and 3 ums. Elliot and Barry, none. Corey, 2 ums. Wendy? Is it Wendy? 1 Anthony, 1 Andy, 1 you know and 1 so. Anita, 3 ums. Ken, Rebecca, Alberto, none. Tim, 2 uhs. 12 and 2 you know. And Kyle, 6 That's all I got for today.
And last but not least, we would like to have our timer to give us our timer report. Anthony, please.
All right. Well, the good news is that today, 没有人太过分. So nobody went too far. Ken, you came close. You were 8 seconds under. Gary? No. Barry, I'm sorry. You came in at 1 minute and 45 seconds. I'm sorry, let's go back to Jose. Start from the beginning. Okay, you were given a range of 5 to 10 minutes. Your speech total came to 8 minutes and 56 seconds, so that was good. And Jean, you had 5 to 7 minutes to complete your speech. You did it in 5 minutes and 52 seconds. The sweet spot. Very good. Okay, now Barry, back to you. For your response to the Chinese, in which you spoke extremely fast and included a lot of information, you squeezed it in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Congratulations. Corey, you did very well in terms of you spoke for about a minute and then realized what you're talking about, and then you were able to finalize it in about 20 seconds. So your total time was 1 minute and 22 seconds. Wendy, exactly 1 minute. Where are you? There you are. And I spoke for 1 minute and 4 seconds. And Anita, you did very well with 1 minute and 45 seconds. And Ken, 1 minute and 52 seconds on your response. And that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you, Anthony. And then the last part would be my feeling, how I feel about the meeting tonight. To my personality, I always would like to share the good part of the meeting to bring everyone the energy, and then we have a happy mood to look for those parts that are a little bit not good, and then we were ready to adjust that. So first of all, I would like to mention we follow the agenda really tight. So far we still got 7 or maybe 5 minutes to 7:30, but we are about to wrap up the meeting, which is really good. And second part, I would like to thank Jose by Mang Zhizhong, Jose for hosting the induction ceremony for our officers in our club today, and also give us some brief introduction about which officer, what you do, what they have been doing for the club, which also reminds me what I need to do for the future. Thank you for reminding me. And the last part would be, we have a great turnout for the guests. Thank you for all the guests and members who tried to make it to the meeting tonight. People all here have a busy life schedule, and whoever had a chance to see the meetup.com and just want to take a chance, give a try and to join us tonight, we really appreciate that. And also for each tabletop-based masters, have a guest to participate in meeting a lot. Also, thank you for a guest who was trying really hard to join us, challenge our timers, how do I read the cards, and things like that, share their ideas with us. Those are really, really good parts. And then I will jump to a little bit sad part, is like, we couldn't have all the outgoing officers with us tonight, which is the only thing I'm not okay with. It's the last day of the term, we should all gathering together and sharing experiences, things like that. So hopefully it won't happen in the future. Last but not least, Kathy, please practice your Mandarin with me. I would love to help you out. Just kidding. That's it. Thank you, everyone. And I would like to
Thank you to Rebecca, our new VP of Education.
Thank you.
That's what the VP of Education does. She wasn't like this before the induction. So with that, I'm very happy that we have a good number of guests, and at this point I would like to invite the guests to share what you thought about your experience with us here tonight. A little feedback, what you liked about the club, what you didn't like about the club. Why don't we start with Corey? Thanks, Corey.
You broke the mold, but earlier all the girls sitting over here, all the boys were sitting over here. I thought that was a little funny. I felt that it would be easier if you start introducing a little rules, like what are the speeches are about, and what's your name? Sorry.
Elliot.
Ellie?
Elliot.
Ellie. And she gave me a little introduction, so it was great. But if I hadn't talked to her, I wouldn't know which speech or, like what are the topics, not topics, like the format of the speech and, yeah, I guess, and then the procedures.
Right.
And it's great that somebody mentioned that the speech has a beginning, has a middle part, has an end part, and I, being new to the club and didn't understand that, but it'd be great if someone kind of explained that.
No, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks for prompting us to explain how the timing works.
Okay.
Wendy, is it?
Yeah.
You're welcome to.
Okay. I'll make it quick. Thanks. So thank you so much for having me tonight. I just wanted to learn how to give presentations and speak in front of a group and have practice with that, which this group seems absolutely fantastic for. So, I'll say 3 good things and one. The first thing is that this group definitely seems very warm, friendly. It seems like a great environment to practice in. Second great thing is that the bilingual nature of it. I mean, it seems that people are very comfortable switching to either or just prompting each other, pushing each other to say, hey, English, Chinese, let's practice. One suggestion for improvement is that when I came in, I was like, what's going on? And some people greeted me, Xiaohu greeted me, Elliot greeted me, which is excellent, but when I first came in, it was a little disorienting, so maybe having a designated greeter could be helpful. And then the final the final great thing is just the energy here. It feels really good. It feels that there's a lot of enthusiasm and a great spirit here. So thank you.
Thank you. So Stan? Stan, what do you think? What did you think about us?
So you want me to go up there?
Yes.
Please.
All three.
I'm Stan. I'm sorry I'm late. I went to the 4th floor because that's what the meetup thing said, but it's the 3rd floor. So, but
Thanks for
anyways,
pointing that out. We'll need to change that.
I appreciated everybody's participation tonight. It seemed like it was really good energy. I like the fact that there's bilingual speeches given. I'm using a lot of ums.
No one's counting.
It's good for me to learn about how to give presentations and give speeches and not use fillers, and so I appreciate that. Someone bringing that up. My Chinese is pretty bad, and so if I were to participate in the group, I would probably have to do like painting or something to make it to where people would understand what I'm saying. So that's pretty much it. Great.
Steven, is it?
Oh, yeah. How did you know mine?
We know everything.
I like this. As always do this. So, hi everyone. I love this. I mean, I've never been to any Toastmasters, like not alone this one. But it's completely different from what I expected. I love how serious this is. It's like, why is this so quiet? Because I've been to some other meetups as well, but this was by far the most serious group I've ever been to. It's like, I love this. This is so serious, and I love how at the end I was surprised. Like, wow, this is actually very good. Like you have someone designated to point out the mistakes that people make, like grammatical kind of stuff. Like I like those. What else? I can't really think of any negative things to say. Yeah, it's serious, but then I also feel the very positive energy. Like everyone's pushing each other, trying to make other people improve. So that's the good kind of serious. I don't want to be like sitting on the chair and then like want to fall asleep kind of serious. So that was great. Any negative? I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kent? I'm glad we got you up here.
Yeah, I honestly really enjoyed it. First off, I was really caught off guard. I didn't know they just call on you like that.
Just like in real life, right?
Just like in real life. Well, at least I have some context on what to speak about. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to learn both languages, practice Mandarin here, practice English. I personally want to practice Mandarin because I'm a Cantonese speaker. And also I would like to improve on my public speaking ability because it's sort of what I do for my job, to meet with clients and just present. That's it. Okay.
Melissa? Welcome.
Hi everyone. So I'm sorry that I was late today too. So what I really like about Toastmasters is that it's such a supportive environment where you don't feel as stressful when you're up here because it is such a warm and inviting environment. With an improvement, so I really like how you guys plan out the agenda, and then for someone who maybe it's their first time coming, it would be nice to see how long each person speaks for. And then I noticed the small mistake how it says 4th floor here on the agenda too. And then, yeah, I'm so happy that I got a chance to see what this meeting was really. So thank you.
Thank you.
Did you miss anything? I think we have one guest.
Then we will close the meeting, and tonight we will have a new president, Samuel, to give us some announcement and a whole of next meeting and the dinner afterwards.
Sure.
So,
Why don't I talk about the dinner first? So, as traditions, every time we have an induction ceremony, we'll head over to Canton Restaurant. It's Folsom and 3rd? Second. Sorry. We'll walk over as a group, so you won't get lost. So, members, guests, everyone's welcome. So, we'll head over for dinner. For those of you who, actually, maybe a show of hands, who will be able to join us?
Tonight or
Tonight.
Yeah, let's say,
Right after the meeting tonight?
It's tonight. Okay, sure. All right, so we'll walk over as a group. Secondly, thank you for the guest feedback. I speak on behalf of all the officers. We want to see your happy faces again. You're absolutely correct. This is the place to push yourself, to push each other, experiment a little, and with not too much consequence. And if you would like to join us, the membership fees is $48 for 6 months. When you first join, you'll get 2 manuals. So you would add $22 for the 2 manuals. The first manual is the Competent Communication Manual, and it has 10 projects. So when we talk about project number 7, for example, project number 7 talks about researching a topic. So each project has a specific goal with a list of specific objectives to which you work towards. It gives you focus to what you're improving upon. And most of us here start off as mediocre, good. We all start somewhere as public speakers and as Mandarin speakers or as English speakers. And this is how we can improve with a game plan. The second manual you'll get is the Competent Leadership Manual. In it, it lets you have a way to track the different roles you take on. So the ad counter, the timer, the grammarian, the evaluators, even the table topic speakers and the table topic masters. You track all that, and you would get evaluation on your performance of taking on these various roles. It's a way for you to track and develop various and different leadership skills. So again, I would encourage you all to join us. If you have any questions at all, feel free to come up to one of the officers, one of us, and ask about questions. And if I could ask you to leave your email address with our new VP of Membership, Tim, we will send you a welcome package, a welcome email, and let you know more about the club. And welcome again. Our second, yes. Sure. I have 2 more announcements very quickly. We have 1 more minute until 8 o'clock. We do want to finish on time. So the second item is that next week we will not have a meeting at this location. We will be doing we will be joining a demo from the new Cantonese English Toastmasters. The address is.
What was another recap? It's on the recap. And we can send out another email.
We'll send out an email with the specific address.
And then put it on the meetup as well.
Yes, we'll put it on the meetup. Do any one of you know more about the new club?
Such as what?
It's the Cantonese English Club, and they have popped in one time and asked for our support. Because they like our format, they're hoping that we will go over there, show our support of them, and also give them feedback as well.
So that's for next week. The week after, we'll be having a joint meeting with Asian Express Club. It will be held in this location. So, and they will be over here. They will be coming over here to join us. Should we set an agenda or set rules for that?
Yeah, with a joint meeting, this is what happens. Each club volunteers a speaker for speakers, and then the other one also club volunteers an evaluator. So we have a speaker, and their evaluator will evaluate us. They have a speaker, and our evaluator will evaluate them. And then one of the clubs will volunteer the general evaluator, and our club will volunteer maybe as tabletop. So the two presidents need to talk.
Yeah. So look up. I'll send an email prompting you to volunteer for different roles. But if you're interested to take part, and please do send me a note. Talk to me. This is a great opportunity to start participating for any one of you. Do any officer have an announcement to make? Any members have announcements to make?
Well, I just have a question in terms of the next week's meeting. Will you send out an update via email about the location?
I'll send an email. I'll send an email with the recap with the specific location.